It's Romano here from Crypto Nation and coming to you with another video on EmberCoin today. I did a video a couple of days ago on how to set up and configure your EmberCoin wallet so that you can start staking in EmberCoin and making some money. But what I thought I'd do today is actually make a video about EmberCoin itself and how I've basically made about $6,000 in the last week just by staking EmberCoin. So EmberCoin up until about a month ago was a dead coin. It had pretty much been abandoned after the previous developer made a screw up basically in the code, and they had a massively high inflation interest rate, which means that they ran into the max supply of the coin really quick, and people abandoned the coin at that stage. And it's been dead for quite a while, and then probably about a month ago a group of developers picked it up and they started development work on it again. They released a new Windows wallet for it, and sort of kickstarted the whole community around it again, which, by the way, if you have a look on this page, if you scroll down, this is EmberCoin.io. Get involved in their Discord community. It's a really vibrant community in there at the moment, and people are really serious about making EmberCoin work and helping people out with fixing their wallets and being able to stake and all that sort of stuff. So do check it out. But yeah, so what is EmberCoin? EmberCoin is basically a proof of work and proof of stake based cryptocurrency that was initially conceived for digital merchants, or payments for digital merchants. So if you were going to pay for things like web hosting or web development or sort of any kind of digital stuff like that, you could basically pay for that with EmberCoin. It also runs on the X13 algorithm, proof of stake, proof of work, so it is mineable. But the really attractive thing about this is the rates of up to 720% per annum. So it's about 2% a day for staking, which is really good. I don't think there's very few investments that will give you that sort of return. But have a look at their website. There's some more information on there, EmberCoin.io. There is also more information on, just something to note, their GitHub link here actually still points to their old GitHub repository. The new GitHub repository is actually github.com/EmberCoin instead of Ember Project. And you can see here that it was forked from the Ember project, but this is the actual live current GitHub repository. You can see that there has been contributions made very recently in August. So this is the current one, the working one. So just be mindful of that if you are looking at the GitHub repositories from clicking through from the website. If I'm just going to go into this GitHub, you guys can obviously see that it is very active. Commits are coming in. There's some information here about the Ember blockchain. As you guys can obviously see, the new devs were, they basically found out that the current staking is like 7,200%, and the max supply was limited at that. So the old developer, whoever he or she was, just screwed it up effectively. But they're busy working on fixing it. As I said, they've already released a new wallet that is currently being used by everyone staking. Maturity for coins are about 10 hours for valid staking. A couple of things to also look at here. There's at the bottom of the page, there's obviously their FAQ, but there's also a project roadmap, which basically is the roadmap for the rest of the year, and a couple of sort of key milestones, things to look out for. So obviously the build of the new wallet, as I mentioned before, that is currently in use, that has been completed. There is also a new wallet coming out on the 15th of September, and people will be transferring or they'll be migrating people to that new wallet. But there is also something to look out for on the October 21st. So this is where they are basically fixing some of those big inherent problems that the other developer sort of built into the blockchain. So this is that massively high hyperinflation rate, and effectively fixing that down, bringing that down to like the 720%, to effectively stop the coin going into hyperinflation and it becoming worthless again. So there, and then it goes all the way on to sort of master nodes. So there's a real roadmap for this thing. The guys are really serious about it. It's been driven a lot by the community as well. So I do think that the Ember project is a really, really solid project, solid coin and blockchain at the moment, and a lot happening in the sort of near future in that space. So just looking at where it is at the moment on CoinMarketCap, it's number 216. Current value is 13 satoshis, but I suppose the thing to look at here is the 127% it has already gone up today in value, and if you guys look at the sort of last month's activity here on CoinMarketCap, it's really started taking off probably middle to end of last week, and it's really sort of taking off now with the price just sort of rocketing up, which is really, really good. And I think this is also because of the recent I don't want to call it hype, but the recent publicity that guys like Thomas G and Yellow Fever and so on has been giving the coin. Obviously a lot of people being introduced to it, and a lot of people being introduced to the staking and just the high rewards that you do get out of sort of staking this coin. And so that's what I'm basically going to show you guys now is how I got to effectively turn my $1,000 US into over $6,000 in the case of not even a week. I think it's been 5 days, give or take, something like that, 6 days. So on the 23rd and the 24th, so this is just my wallet basically, and this is just on the Press Tab website. So basically what you can see here is that on the 23rd and 24th I sold some of my few other cryptocurrencies that I had around, and so I converted some BTC into my EmberCoin wallet. So after the 23rd and the 24th, when I loaded all my coin, I had about 8.8 million EmberCoins in my wallet, which I then left to mature, because you've got to leave them overnight, well not overnight, 10 hours to start maturing. But realistically, you won't really start staking until about 24 hours after you've added coins to your wallet, because the network weight takes coin maturity and all sorts of stuff into consideration, and obviously said there is network weighting to that, and your weight relative to the network, which determines when you'll stake. But I think it's probably a good rule of thumb to say you'd stake roughly every 24 hours if you've got enough coin in your wallet. So I'd say current network weight, you probably want to have about 10 million. You'd start staking at 5. Ideally you would want to have probably about 10 million EmberCoin in your wallet to really sort of stake at least every 24 hours. But basically after that, so if we look at when I started staking, was on the 26th. I basically staked 990,000 Ember. On the 27th, a little bit less, 274,000. But then have a look at this. On the 28th, I staked twice. Once 1.197 and another one 1.23 million. So I staked about 2.4 million EmberCoin in that one day on the 28th. Which is really, really great for me. So as I said, you can see the wallet, the value of my wallet here is 6,465 USD currently. And as I said, my initial deposit was 1,000 USD. I was quite lucky that I could buy EmberCoin at 3 Satoshi, where it's now at 13, so I have benefited quite a lot from the I suppose the escalation of the value of the coin. But effectively my return on that has been about £5,500. Sorry, $5,500. Sorry, I'm based in the UK, so I'm still inclined to say pounds. But just to give you guys an idea of actually just how much the minted amount currently is worth for me. So if we start on my calculator here, we can see that I minted 3.95 million Satoshi. So I'm just going to enter that in. That is 3953101, and I'm going to times that by the current USD rate, which is 0.000589. There we go. So just the total minted. This is just the amount that I've staked in the last, from the 25th to the 28th, has been $2,328. And subtract $1,000 from the rest, and you get the money that I've accumulated out of just the rise in the value of this coin. So so this is a really good investment at the moment. I haven't yet staked today. I think that one of the reasons for that is the internet in our region or this area went down from about midnight last night until about noon today. So I had 12 hours without any internet, and then it sort of took a while to get my wallet back up and synchronized again. So I've actually only really been staking since about 5 p.m. tonight. And we can have a quick look at my wallet, and it says that I'm expected to earn a reward in about 1 hour's time, which is great. So I should probably stake at some point today. As I said, it is all dependent on network weight. The network weight's currently I think that's like 45 billion at the moment, something like that. But that goes up and down, and depending on where you lie with that. But I'd say I'd probably stake before the end of the day. And not sure how much that stake will be, but I'm just basically compounding my wallet and just leaving it in there, because the more I stake and the more the coins mature, the heavier my network rate is, my weight is relative to the network, and the more I'll hopefully stake. So yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to make this video to show people how what a great coin EmberCoin is at the moment for staking, and up until the 31st of October, until they release or make the changes to the blockchain to bring that ridiculous staking rate down to its sort of 720%. So you've not missed the boat yet. Yes, it is going to cost you a bit more. The entry point has now shot up quite a bit, because instead of being 3 Satoshi, it's now 13 Satoshi. But I think we're going to see 20 Satoshi before the end of the week, maybe 30 next week, who knows. So I definitely say if you do have the funds that you can turn into some EmberCoin at the moment and start staking, it's definitely going to be a profitable thing for you. You're definitely going to make some money. All you need to do is just stake, leave your money, leave your EmberCoin in your wallet, so that you can stake and compound and stake and compound. I'm certainly leaving it in there for the foreseeable future. I might extract some of the coin from my wallet. Probably when I reach about 20 million or 25 million, I'll extract some Ember from my wallet, and just to get some ROI and push that back into BTC. But I'm just going to keep compounding. So if for instance I in a week stake 5 million Ember, I'll subtract 1 million or 2 and leave the other 3 million in there, so that I can still compound overall. That's just my strategy. A lot of people have said this is a pump and dump coin. I don't believe that. Not from everything I've seen in the Discord. and also some of the people on the EmberCoin rich list. It's I know guys like Thomas G, NTK Crypto. You know, they've openly come out and said that their strategy is not to pump and dump. You know, that's the idea I got from in the community, is that people are actually you know, buying and holding on to their coins, and definitely do trade some, but I don't get the feeling that this is a pump and dump coin. Anyways, guys, that was just my wrap up on EmberCoin and staking EmberCoin. So I hope this video is helpful to you guys. If it was, please like this video, comment down below if you have anything to ask, and as always, like this video if you found it helpful. Thanks very much, guys. Please stop by for my next videos.